guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we got a really fun project on our hands. We got an 08 GSXR 1000 with the littlest bittiest exhaust pipe you've ever seen. So anyways, we're testing this thing out. This customer has came in for a dyno tune. He already had the Mafia ECU Flashed. Said the bike runs good, drives good, just wants a little bit more power. Well, as soon as he came in, I'm like, man, where did you get this little baby exhaust pipe? So anyways, he bought this thing off eBay for like $60, okay? Now, granted, yeah, he got a little more sound in the factory muffler, but this thing is killing the bike. Like, it is tiny. So he got a mid pipe here. You can see it goes from here to here. The mid pipe actually looks pretty nice. He said it was 100 and something bucks. He didn't remember exactly, but this little muffler, this thing, you got a little bird poo-poo on her there. But anyways, this thing is bad. So the first thing I did, we ran it on the dyno, got a baseline run out of it, and I'm like, the bike was super rich, meaning getting too much fuel. Well, too much fuel cruising, too much fuel wide open, too much fuel everywhere. I said, for it to be getting way too much fuel like this with just the standard ECU Flash, like, you got a lot of restrictions in the exhaust. Let me show you what we found out next. Before we go too much farther, let's fire this thing up, let you hear how it sounds, let you see how it performs on the dyno. Then we're gonna get rid of this muffler and just put something on it that'll do better than what we got. What do you think about the way the muffler sounded? It honestly doesn't sound horrible, and I don't know how good you'll be able to tell in the video. You guys know I'm just using a GoPro. The audio's not the best, I know that. But anyways, the results on this thing, 153.96. Now, a stock GSXR 1000, no flash, no nothing. A lot of times I'll make upper 150s to low 160s on my dyno. Now keep in mind, all dynos read different, okay? It's not like a tape measure where every single one in the world is the same. Dynos are gonna vary from bike to bike to bike. Now, some of you comment, oh, I thought they make, you know, it says in the magazine they make 180 horsepower bone stock. Well, that's to the crankshaft. That's, in my opinion, an irrelevant number because nobody has engine dynos, we have chassis dynos. So we dyno it at the tire. The engine dyno is 100% irrelevant. By the time we go through the tire, through the chain, through the transmission, it makes less horsepower. That's just the way it is. So anyways, you can see here on our air-fuel ratio, our curve is nice and straight from our mail-in ECU Flash, but we're too rich everywhere, getting too much fuel. Look, as you can see as I dive off into the throttle right here, way too much fuel, and that's where that exhaust is just choking that thing up. So the mid pipe he bought is pretty nice. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make sure you guys can see me good. we're simply gonna just slide this muffler off. And I went into our muffler stash before the video started, and I found us another muffler. Now, this is literally just a tip. This is another eBay/Amazon special. And this tip, it actually looks really nice. It's a burnt titanium. It looks really good, but you can see the diameter, much, much bigger than what we have here. But our mid-pipe, our opening is still the same. So what's crazy is this exhaust is bigger up here than it is back here. Why would you do that? I have no clue. So anyways, you know this thing about to be hot. We gonna slide her off anyways. All right, the muffler is off. Hopefully you can see here in the video. Get my screen. Look how small the opening is for this muffler. Literally it chokes up. It's way smaller here than it is here. So we're gonna slide this new one on, which literally just slipped right on. And then we're gonna attach our springs. Now, the whole purpose of making this video, for one, is to show you guys that not all exhaust is created equal. As you can imagine what the difference between, let's just say, one of these Amazon eBay mufflers is from here to say something like a full Akrapovich or full Brock's performance exhaust system. The difference is super, super big. There's a reason you're paying that extra money for those good parts. There's a lot of time and research and development put into making a good exhaust system. It's not just about the size of the muffler, which in this case we are going to see a big increase, but a lot of these guys, they don't put any research in this stuff. They just build a pipe that will bolt on, and that's the end of it. Anyways, enough blabbering. Let's fire this thing up and just see what the sound difference is. Uh-oh, big difference. finished up with the tune and the exhaust swap. The customer picked up almost 10 horsepower. We're at 162.08. We made a couple runs in the 162s. Our last one, 162.08, 153.96 is where he started out at. And you can see it picked up power pretty much everywhere. Now, not only, like I said, did we pick up power, we also gained fuel mileage, which is always a big plus. Going forward from here on out, what I guess you would say the video is the exhaust systems you guys buy. When you see this stuff online for super cheap, you gotta be careful what you're buying. Now, I'm not saying that there's not some stuff that's good out there for super cheap, because what we put on here is obviously a cheaper, you know, no-name exhaust, a Chinese knockoff. Some of them can work. You've seen in some of my other videos, we did I think it was an Austin Racing Chinese knockoff. The thing performed and worked really good as far as, it was on a brand spanking new R1. The guy had a less than $200 exhaust pipe and it worked okay. Some of them, like the one here, junk. So there are goods and bads out there. Do your research, do your homework, guys. Like I said, I'm not here to sell Chinese exhaust pipes. I'm just showing you what they can and cannot do, okay? For those of you who got any questions, hit us up, moremafia.com. You can send your ECU in to get it flashed on these 07, 08 GSXRs and a lot of other GSXRs. Super easy to remove. Literally just pop the seat off. The ECU sits right there. You simply unplug it, mail it into us, we flash it and mail it back to you based on the setup that you have. I have tunes for all kind of exhausts. Literally, we video about 1 out of every 20 dyno runs or dyno pulls we do. So you guys are not seeing everything we have. There's much more to offer. If you're new to the channel, be sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you get all the latest info and content that we put out. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to smash that like button. As always, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, giveaway 2022 Hayabusa coming up July 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You cannot buy the spots before then. Go to moremafia.com for more details. See you next time.